Hello and welcome to Hedgewitch Hearthcraft. I'm Caitlin Rhiannon. Thank you so much for joining me for this look at the week ahead. I'm going to be using tarot cards and oracle cards to get an idea of the energy for the week of February 7th to 13th, 2021, and how we can best navigate throughout or within those energies. So I'm going to be pulling 2 cards for every sign of the Western Zodiac. The first card will be from the Universal Waite Smith Tarot, and that will give us an idea of what we're going to be dealing with over the coming week. And the second card will be from the Oracle of Visions, and this will give us some advice on how to deal with or navigate throughout or handle whatever the week has to give us. So at the very end, I will also be pulling a universal manifestation card for everybody, just to give us an idea of what to carry within ourselves, what to focus our energy on. So if you are jumping to the cards that are pulled for your sign, try to also jump to the card that's pulled at the very end so that you can get a little bit of that extra goodness in your life this week. There are timestamps in the description. So since it is Aquarius season, let's go ahead and get started with our lovely Aquarians. Aquarius, your tarot card for the week of February 7th to 13th, 2021, is the Two of Pentacles reversed. This could be a little bit of a frustrating week for you financially, materially. It's a little bit more effort to balance your work life and your personal life, your family life, your social life, the other versions of yourself. This can mean that the work is dragging on and it's hard to keep it moving forward, or that you are so hyper-focused on work that you're not able to put your focus in the other areas of your life that need attention. Possibly a little bit of both, just kind of going back and forth this week. Again, the main concern is the difficulty in finding and maintaining balance this week. So the oracle card that comes along with this excuse me, is card number 51. The Oracle of Visions doesn't have card names. So card number 51, you're asked to just hang on a moment. Just wait just a moment. How long have you been waiting for things to change? If you have been waiting for ever, it feels like, then something's going to happen eventually. Try to not lose patience, especially when it comes to interactions with other people over this next week. It might not feel like there's a lot that you can do directly. It might feel like you are relying a lot on other people and they are not doing their work at a pace that allows you to get your own work done. So there's this sense of just, if you have to wait, just wait. If you don't have to wait and you can focus on doing something and sort of like reinstalling that balance deliberately, then do that. But if things are just out of whack and there's nothing you can do, then try not to worry and just wait it out. Pisces, so this one counts for me as well. Your tarot card for the week of February 7th to 13th, 2021 is the Hermit reversed. So this brings sort of a waking up energy back into your life this week, Pisces. You're coming back into the world. You may have sort of distanced yourself from the people around you, from the world around you, in order to focus on yourself, to focus on your growth, what you have been learning, to process your feelings and your thoughts so that they're not controlling you and you're not trying to control them. But now this period of solitude is coming to an end, and you are ready to face the world again, to take on the world. So there's a feeling of willingness to reconnect, to open up to the people who have been sitting outside of your inner circle, your inner sanctum, and almost not necessarily making yourself vulnerable, but making yourself open again. Now, the oracle card that comes along this week is card number 20. And this one is about taking a leap of faith and trust. Trust is really, 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 really hard. It's really hard, especially if you have had that trust broken, or, broken that trust yourself. It's hard to believe that good things can happen when you have experienced bad thing after bad thing after bad thing. You start to get used to it. But this asks that you have faith. You close your eyes, you trust that things are going to take you where you need to be, especially as you are opening yourself up again to connection, to interaction, to integration. There's this sense of it might be a little scary because change is scary and the unknown is almost always a little bit intimidating at best. But trust that this is taking you towards your own highest good. Aries, your tarot card for the week of February 7th to 13th, 2021, is Death Reversed. Change that you are hoping for isn't really happening over this next week, or if it is, it's really, really slow. It feels like it's kind of being dragged along. There's still loose ends to be tied up, still a few things that are left over that need to get dealt with before you can really leave it all in your past and move into your future. And you're feeling pretty much over it. You're ready to move on. You feel like you're done. You're ready for the next step and you just want to get there. And for whatever reason, for, all of these things that are still lagging behind, you're not able to get there. It could be that you're anxious about leaving everything behind until you know that everything is perfect, everything is set up just the way it needs to be, that it won't need you once you leave, once you have moved on into your future. So that there could be a little bit of resistance that is coming towards this change. Like you are just about ready and you want to be at that next stage, but maybe you're just not totally certain if things are where they should be quite yet. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is card number 50, which the advice that comes with this card is to take a breath, step outside of your comfort zone, but you have to return to your reality eventually. So over this next week, you can take a break. You can look forward to the future that is coming, but it is important that you actually face the work that really needs to get done, because the longer that you daydream and plan for the future without dealing with your past and present, the more this reverse death card is going to keep dragging along, making it feel like you are dragging your feet. You're not moving as fast as you want. You're not seeing the transformation as quickly or as fluidly as you want. So try to, take a breath, but stay focused. Taurus, your tarot card for the week of February 7th to 13th, 2021, is the Two of Pentacles. Frustration in your material and physical life. So this can sometimes be to do with your own physical self, like your body, just feeling imbalanced, feeling disconnected, and not fully present in the world. It is hard for you to focus on the work that you're doing on yourself this week. It is hard to focus on the work that you are doing for work this week, financially, materially. There's almost a sort of disappearing energy, like you're disappearing from the world, you're retreating into yourself, drifting up into your head, like almost like you are existing in a fantasy world rather than the real world over this next week. And your focus on balance, on grounding, is pretty much out the window. So if you are trying to make things move, that might not be happening very much this week. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is card number 46. And this asks you to look at the whole picture, not just piece by piece at a time. So maybe things aren't moving at the pace that you want them to. Maybe you are having a hard time staying present in the world. There is probably a bigger reason for this that you're not fully aware of or not able to click into right now. You're not able to be aware of. And this 46, card number 46, because this deck doesn't have card names, it just asks you to kind of let things fall into place. This may not be a good week for pushing things forward. That might be why you're feeling so out of balance, like you are trying to move things along and they're not moving. And maybe that's because they're not supposed to be. You're supposed to be just seeing how things fall before you choose how to build on top of them. Gemini, your tarot card for the week of February 7th to 13th, 2021, is the Fool reversed. This is not a good week for fresh starts, for starting a new life. Wait a little while until you are a little bit more able to take steps forward. There is just a feeling of, when the Fool is reversed, I like to see it as foolishness. This isn't, purposeful optimism. It is blind optimism. You're choosing, most likely this week, you are choosing to look at the good, at the opportunities, at whatever opportunities are there or even aren't, and ignore the work that still needs to get done. There is a risk almost of trying to run away from your responsibilities because maybe they don't feel like they are giving you what you want right now, but they are still your responsibilities. So just because you're not getting what you want right now doesn't mean that it is right for you to drop everything and run away. The oracle card that comes along this week is card number 14. And you're being asked to connect with your creative energy and with a little bit of your mental self, your imagination. So with Gemini being such a mentally driven sign, most of you, some of you, may not really resonate primarily with that Gemini energy. But having that mental energy so inherently bubbling at the surface, you have access to a creative imagination. And while, yes, there is always the risk of letting that imagination run away with you and lead you down dangerous paths, like with the reversed Fool, this week, it's almost like you're being asked to look at what you can create. What can you not necessarily manifest for yourself, but create in the sense of art, poetry, music, beauty? What can you do to make your world a little bit prettier? Cancer, your tarot card for the week of February 7th to 13th, 2021, is the Devil reversed. As far as reversals go, this is one that we prefer. When the Devil is reversed, it brings freedom and a sense of deeper connection both to yourself and to the world around you in a more genuine, honest, and healthy way. This reversal frees you from unhealthy attachments, expectations, habits that have been dragging you back down rather than elevating you or leading you forward and upward. And it frees you from situations that do more harm than good. So if you are in sort of like a toxic energy, this week you have an opportunity to find a way to cut yourself free of whatever is making that energy toxic, or cut yourself free from the energy altogether. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is card number 33, which is mostly about patience. Let things come to you. You have mostly done the work that needs to be done. That is why universe is facilitating this freedom or forward motion. Almost like you've got bungee ties that have been hooked in your back, keeping you from moving forward. Those are getting cut. So this patience message says, let universe guide you to where you need to be. The energy of this card is very just patient and peaceful and receptive, letting things come to you. You've already cast your line. Now it's just a matter of waiting for the fish to come to you and either lead you to where you need to go, or come to you in the sense of delivering nourishment, nutrition, value into your life. Leo, your tarot card for the week of February 7th to 13th, 2021, is the 8 of Pentacles. This is an excellent week for work, for developing your skills, for developing your growth and your manifestation and seeing how it is developing. So there is the sense of building up what you have already been building on and developing it, changing it, evolving it into something that is really giving back what you need. You're working more on perfecting your skills, on making sure that everything is going the way that is best for it to go. And almost like recognizing your own growth, your own abilities more. There is a feeling of pride, Leo, that comes this week in your own evolution, your own growth. It may not be that you have come, huge leaps and bounds from even just last week, but you're seeing development from that point. You are seeing shifts just a little bit. You are able to recognize the growth that is happening, even if it isn't starting to directly pay off in a really obvious sort of way. You're able to see what it's going to give you and where this is all leading you. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is card number 40. And time is of the essence with this one. This is a sense of if you feel like time is running out, you're probably right. If action needs to be taken, take it. The Eight of Pentacles says that you are building your skill set, that you are working on developing your own growth. And card number 40 asks that you take that growth, those skills that you are working on, and use them. Because you can move yourself forward. There may be an opportunity over this next week, but that opportunity is not going to last forever. This is a door this is like an elevator door. If it closes, you have to wait for the next one, and you don't know how long that's going to take. So if you want this continued elevation, listen for those opportunities, both literally and intuitively, and act on them as soon as you know that they're there. Virgo, your tarot card for the week of February 7th to 13th, 2021, is the High Priestess. Your intuition is deepening, intensifying. Your sense of connection to your inner self is a lot stronger this next week, and you're able to trust universe, you're able to trust yourself, you're able to trust your own intuition, because it's not being clouded as much by uncertainty, by anxiety. It's almost like there is a sense of tranquility or serenity that comes through your energy over this next week, Virgo. You're grounding yourself, but you're not staying so grounded that you are disconnecting from the emotional, mental, and spiritual energy that is within you. If anything, there is actually a little bit more of a risk of becoming a little ungrounded from the material world, because you are focusing a little bit more on this subconscious, superconscious energy. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is card number 28. And this one asks that you maintain lines of communication, that you keep communication flowing and open, and you reach out when you need to. This ties to your intuition. So over this next week, pay attention to the people who pop into your head out of nowhere. That's probably a really good sign that you need to reach out to those people. They may have something going on. They may have something that they need to tell you that they, keep finding ways to avoid. But it could be that somebody is really in need of you and your outreach this week, Virgo, but they're probably not going to be the ones to reach out to you. So if you feel that energetic pull, try to follow the steps to reply to it on probably more than just an energetic level. Libra, your tarot card for the week of February 7th to 13th, 2021, is the Two of Pentacles reversed. So there is some imbalance over this next week, particularly where the material and physical world are concerned. This brings a sense of difficulty in moving yourself forward, propelling yourself forward, particularly where finances, money, the home, your work, where all of that is concerned. It's kind of like you're just spinning your wheels. And over this next week, it's like the more energy that you pour into trying to make work, the less that things actually move forward. And the more that you're pouring and devoting this energy into work and career and business, the less energy that you have to focus on in the other areas of your life that matter as well. So, there's this sense of not only imbalance, but potentially exhaustion. You're overworking yourself and you're under-caring for yourself. So the oracle card that comes along with this is card number 30, which tells you to watch your back. Libra, get the rest you need. Pay attention to your needs. This is a red flag. This is a bit of a warning card. It's just watch your back. Make sure that you are moving in a direction that is leading you where you actually want to go. Stay to the path. If, the whole point of Little Red Riding Hood is if she had stayed to the path, she wouldn't have run into the big bad wolf in the first place. So if you stay on your path, rather than trying to just force yourself in any direction that will show movement, you'll get to where you want to be rather than ending up lost or potentially even in danger. So your energy levels are at risk this week, Libra. Try to do what you can to restabilize them. Scorpio, your tarot card for the week of February 7th to 13th, 2021, is the Five of Wands reversed. This is one of the more positive reversals, in my opinion. It shows a sense of communication evening out, especially if there have been communication issues or shutdowns. Things are starting to move forward again, maybe not super smoothly, but it's starting to smooth out. You're untangling your energy over this next week, Scorpio. So this does not necessarily promise progress this week, but it undoes a lot of the barriers that have been keeping you from finding that progress over the last few weeks. So there is this sense of breathing a sigh of relief and connecting with other people a little bit more and being a little bit more willing to let people into your life because you know that they're not just going to try and get in your way. People are working with you a little bit more than they have been, and that's a sigh of relief right there. So this is a little bit more of a positive week for you energetically. The oracle card that comes along with this is card number 2. And as an advice card, it's like it's asking you to play a role. This cooperation energy goes both ways. So you need to do what you need to do for other people to want to work with you as well. So over this next week, if things are not perfectly smooth, see what still needs to be adjusted a little bit. And you might need to not necessarily pretend that you are anybody that you are not, but pull certain parts of yourself to the foreground to get more attention than other facets of your being. You are a multifaceted being. You are a glorious diamond, Scorpio. So it's up to you to choose which face of the diamond is seen. Sagittarius, your tarot card for the week of February 7th to 13th, 2021, is the Seven of Cups. So there is a lot of opportunity this week, and you might not really know what to do with it. The Seven of Cups can be a really overwhelming energy because it presents you with your dreams, your hopes, your deepest desires, everything that you could possibly want. A whole bunch of these things are just sitting in front of you for the taking, but you can't have all of it. And that's where this overwhelming potential comes in, is this feeling of, what do I do? Which one do you choose? Which one matters most, Sagittarius? And probably there's a few things that are on the same level. So over this next week, you are doing some adjusting of your priorities. There's a lot of opportunity, and you're probably going to be seeing a lot of forward motion because of it, but you need to address what matters most first in order for that to happen. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is card number 33, which asks for patience. Yes, there is a lot of development, there is a lot of opportunity, but maybe not everything is actually ready to come straight into your life. There are a few things that need further growth, that need a little bit more attention, that need a little bit more development before they're ready to be received. So this card number 33, because this deck doesn't have card names, asks that you sit and you wait for what you need to come to you. You might be so overwhelmed and unable to make a choice that it's really just best to wait for something to choose for you. Either wait until the options are a little bit narrowed down and they're not so overwhelming, or wait until something literally comes to you, rather than trying to figure out where you need to go. Capricorn, your tarot card for the week of February 7th to 13th, 2021, is the Page of Wands reversed. This is a little bit of a frustrating week for you, mostly because you just don't know what to do with yourself. There is a sense of not knowing how to harness your energy or what to do with it once you've harnessed it, or you have all of this energy and you just don't know what to do with it, or you have no energy and you don't know how to get it. This is energetic confusion. So you don't know what to do with yourself. You don't know if you should be making things happen or waiting for things to happen, or trying to initiate, or wait until someone else initiates and then you can just respond. There's this sense of really not doing anything because you don't know what to do. And this isn't an active patience energy. This is like, I'm not doing anything because I don't know what to do and I'm overwhelmed by it. The oracle card that comes along with this, hopefully to give a little bit of advice, is card number 6 and says, rest, patience. You probably need to be doing some more energetic rebuilding still. Your energy levels are not consistent, so you don't know what to do with yourself, because when you start to do something, you get burnt out. And then when you take a moment to recharge, you charge up so fast that you feel like you need to do something, but you're not actually filling yourself up. It's almost like a surface level of recharge, where the top layer of your energy is getting everything that it needs and then you're ready to go, but everything deeper down, the internal stuff, it still needs attention. So card number 6 is asking you to rest, to give yourself peace, to not expect yourself to have to do everything all at once, Capricorn. Just chill out. At the end of my readings, I like to pull a card from my favorite manifestation, motivation, affirmation deck, the Super Attractor. So I have pulled one card for everyone who joins me for this video, just to give us an idea of what to carry within ourselves, how to focus our energy best towards our own highest good for the coming week. So the card that I have drawn says, true manifesting is about receiving what is of the highest good for all. True manifesting is about receiving what is of the highest good for all. I love this card, and when this card comes up, I like to say, a rising tide raises all ships. If you are working towards the absolute highest good for everyone, guess what? That includes you. So if you can manifest what is best for everyone in the world, that raises the vibration just a little bit more, probably a lot more actually, and it intensifies this energy. So as you are building up what is best for you, and everyone else is getting what is best for them, there is this like way intense, deep energy of fulfillment and positive motion. And imagine if everyone was working towards everyone else's highest good, everyone's needs would be met, everyone would be happy, everyone would be getting what they want, what they need. So if we can, even, everyone who watches this video, if we can focus this energy in that direction, then I think we'll all be a little bit happier. But affirmations can be a little bit personal. So what this says to me might be completely different from what it says to you. And if that is the case, I would really love to know what that is down in the comments below if you feel comfortable sharing. Thank you so much for joining me for this look at the week ahead. I hope that the readings in this video have been resonant and that they can provide just a sort of helpful, relevant compass to offer guidance, insight, clarity, whatever it is that you need to get yourself through the coming week. Please like the video if it sang to your soul, if it resonated, and let me know in the comments what you thought of the cards that were pulled for your sign, what you thought of the Super Attractor at the very end, what you would like to see in the future. I've got some stuff coming out this month that I think will be fun, that I think you might like, but let me know what you want to see. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I upload weekly forecasts and monthly forecasts to give us an idea of what to focus on, what's coming, how to navigate throughout it. And if you follow me over on my Hedgewitch Hearthcraft page on Facebook, I also upload a daily card over there. I'll leave a link in the description down below. That's also the best way to get in touch with me if you ever want to book a reading of your own, or you just want to come say hi. Anyway, thank you so much for letting me read for you. I hope you have a fantastic week. Be kind to yourself.